fade-in, EXT. Gas station, night. Fluorescent lights hum, casting a sickly yellow glow over the deserted gas station. A lone tumbleweed skitters across the cracked asphalt. Devin, 40s, small build, friendly face, a worn baseball cap pulled low, pulls his battered pickup truck to a stop. He stretches, a groan escaping his lips, and the scent of stale gasoline fills his nostrils. INT. Gas station convenience store, continuous. The air inside is thick, with the smell of stale coffee and hot dogs. Jenna, 20s, bored, gum popping, leans against the counter, scrolling on her phone. Devin grabs a 12-pack of Bud Light, the condensation cold against his skin, a bag of charcoal, 2 thick steaks, some bison burgers, a pack of Marlboros, and a fishing magazine with a glossy bass leaping from the cover. Devin, to Jenna, evening. Quiet night, huh? Jenna, without looking up, a bubble pops. Slow. Devin pays, the crinkling bills, a stark contrast to the silence. Devin, going fishing. Gotta stock up. He chuckles. A dry, raspy sound. Jenna shrugs, her eyes glued to the screen. EXT. Gas station, continuous. Devin pumps gas, the metallic tang filling the air, glancing at the fishing magazine. The wind whispers through the empty parking lot, carrying the distant howl of a coyote. He seems relaxed, a flicker of anticipation in his eyes. EXT. Lake. Night. The truck bounces down a rutted dirt road, the headlights cutting through the inky blackness. The air grows cooler, damp, and the earthy scent of the lake fills his senses. He parks, the engine dying with a sigh, and the silence that follows is profound. The moon, a sliver of silver, casts long, distorted shadows. INT. Truck cab. Continuous. Devin pulls a framed photo from the dashboard. It's him, smiling, with a woman, Anna, her eyes bright and full of life. He sighs, the weight of memory heavy in the air, and places it back. EXT. Lake. Continuous. Devin sets up his fishing spot. The dry rustle of the charcoal as he pours it into the grill, the metallic clink of the fishing rod, and the crackle of kindling breaking the stillness. He lights the fire, the flames licking hungrily at the wood, casting dancing shadows. He cracks open a beer, the hiss a sharp sound in the quiet. He casts his line, the lure splashing softly into the dark water, the gentle lapping of waves against the shore, a soothing rhythm. Devin, to himself. Perfect. He grills his food, the savory aroma mingling with the damp air. He finishes, the grease sticking to his fingers, lights a cigarette, the ember glowing red in the darkness, and checks his line. He catches a couple of fish, their scales shimmering in the firelight. EXT. Lake. Later, the fire crackles, casting flickering light that dances on the water. The air is thick, with the smell of smoke and damp earth. Devin rebaits his hook, his fingers feeling the cold, slimy texture of the worm. He hears a twig snap behind him, the sharp sound echoing in the stillness. He turns, straining his eyes, but sees nothing. Devin, probably just an animal. He casts his line again, the silence broken only by the chirping of crickets. A few minutes later, another twig snaps, closer this time. He hears faint, shallow breathing, like the rustling of dry leaves. He feels a prickle of unease, the hairs on his neck standing on end. Devin, calling out, "Hello? Anyone there?" Silence, heavy and thick, presses in on him. EXT. Lake. Even later, Devin's heart pounds in his chest, the rhythmic thumping a stark contrast to the stillness. He hears rustling in the bushes, the dry leaves whispering secrets. Then, a rock whizzes past his head, the sharp whistle cutting through the night. Devin, yelling, "What the hell is going on?" Another rock, then another, impacting the side of his truck with a dull thud, then another hitting his cooler. He's getting pelted, the sting of the rocks sharp against his skin. Devin, stop it. The rocks stop. He breathes heavily, trying to calm the frantic beating of his heart. Devin, Probably just kids messing around. He takes a deep breath, the air cold and damp in his lungs. He looks across the lake. He sees a dark shape in the shadows, a silhouette against the water. He squints, trying to make it out. It looks like a figure, tall and slender. Devin, muttering, "I'm just seeing things." He turns back to his fishing rod, his hands trembling. The dark figure is now right beside him. A cold gust of air brushed his neck, the scent of damp earth and something else, something acrid, filling his nostrils. Her long, dark hair, slick with lake water, hung in tangled strands, obscuring her face. But Devin could see the pale glint of her eyes, wide and filled with an ancient sorrow. She was crying, silent tears streaming down her face, as she combed her hair with long, skeletal fingers. Devin freezes, his blood running cold, his breath catching in his throat. He tries to stand, but his legs feel like lead, his muscles refusing to obey. He's paralyzed with fear, the taste of bile rising in his throat. The woman reaches out, her hand cold and clammy, and grabs his leg. She's incredibly strong, her grip like iron. She starts dragging him toward the water, the rough ground scraping against his skin. Devin, screaming, "Help!" He grabs a rock, jagged and sharp, and throws it at the woman. It goes right through her, the rock splashing into the water. EXT. Lake. Water's edge. Continuous. The woman drags Devin into the water, the cold shock stealing his breath. He's struggling, gasping for air, the water filling his lungs. He looks back at the shore. His barbecue grill is still lit, the flames casting a flickering glow. His beer is still open, the foam slowly dissipating. His truck is still there, its headlights reflecting off the dark water. EXT. Woods. Continuous. The woman drags Devin into the woods, the sharp branches tearing at his clothes, the damp earth clinging to his skin. He's screaming, but no one can hear him, his cries swallowed by the rustling leaves and the howling wind. The trees close in around him, their branches like skeletal fingers, the darkness swallowing him whole. The scent of rotting leaves and damp earth fills his nostrils, the taste of fear bitter on his tongue. EXT. Lake. Dawn. The sun rises, painting the sky in hues of orange and pink. The lake is calm, its surface reflecting the dawn. Devin's truck is still parked by the shore, its doors open. The barbecue grill is cold, the food burnt to a crisp. His fishing rod is lying on the ground, its line tangled. Everything is exactly as he left it. INT. Truck cab. Continuous. The framed photo of Devin and Anna is still on the dashboard. But now, Anna's eyes are empty, hollow. Her smile is gone, replaced by a chilling, vacant stare. The photo is cold to the touch. The joyful image has been replaced with a haunting reflection of the woman in the lake. Fade out.